brothers and sisters.
Take a deep breath. You are never alone. God's presence is always here. Open your heart. Cleanse your mind and receive today's scripture.
Welcome back.
Good to be here.
Today we're going to really get into a very well-known statement. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
John 8.32. Powerful words.
They really are. And our goal today isn't just to skim the surface. We want to unpack what this source, the Gospel of John, actually means by truth and freedom here.
Yeah, because it's specific, isn't it? It suggests a particular kind of truth leads to freedom, not just any old facts.
Exactly. It's not purely intellectual knowledge, like knowing, historical dates or scientific principles.
Right. Truth not just as an abstract idea,
but as a person, as Jesus Christ himself.
Precisely. So when it says know the truth, it implies something deeper than just information. It's talking about a relational knowing, an experiential understanding.
Knowing someone, not just something.
You got it.
Okay, so if the truth is identified this way, what about the freedom it brings? What kind are we talking about?
Well, the source suggests several layers. Spiritual freedom, certainly. Maybe freedom from guilt or a sense of being lost.
And maybe emotional freedom, too. From fear, maybe. And moral freedom, the ability to act rightly.
I think that's definitely implied. And crucially, this freedom isn't presented as something we achieve by, sheer willpower or worldly wisdom.
No, it explicitly talks about freedom from certain things.
Yes, freedom from the bondage of sin, it says, from deception, from spiritual ignorance.
So it really points towards an internal transformation, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Less about changing your circumstances, initially at least, and more about changing you.
Being set free from, false identities, lies, the text mentions, the weight of condemnation.
It's quite a contrast to how we often think about finding freedom or happiness, through external achievements or possessions.
It really is. The source seems to promise a kind of inner peace, a clarity, a purpose that's different from what the world generally offers.
A different foundation, perhaps.
So how does one actually, get this truth and this freedom? Is there a path laid out?
There is. Right before verse 32, Jesus tells the people who believed in him to continue in his word. Or sometimes translated as abide in his teaching.
Okay. So it's not a one-time thing.
Continuing, abiding, it suggests an ongoing process, an active engagement with his teachings. That's presented as the way to truly know the truth.
And therefore experience the freedom.
Exactly. The knowing and the freedom are directly linked to this abiding.
That makes a lot of sense, especially, when you think about how much conflicting information is out there today.
Right. The idea here is that Scripture, his word, offers an unchanging truth, a solid place to stand.
A guidepost, sort of, for living with integrity, courage, even when things are confusing.
That seems to be the implication, and the freedom that comes from it isn't license. It's not just do whatever you feel like.
It's more like being freed to live a certain way.
Yes, freedom that comes from being transformed by the truth. So your actions naturally start to align with it rather than just conforming to the world or even just trying really hard on your own.
Okay, so let's try and pull this together. It's pointing to a very personal, almost intimate knowledge of divine truth, identified as Jesus as the wellspring of real freedom.
Spiritual, emotional, moral freedom.
Right. And the key to unlocking this isn't passive belief, but actively, continually engaging with his teachings, abiding in the word.
That link is central. Knowing isn't just intellectual assent, it's participatory, and it leads directly to liberation.
So maybe here's something for you, our listeners, to think about. Reflect on your own life for a moment. How might actively engaging with what you hold as foundational truth, whatever your framework might be, how might that lead to a deeper sense of, freedom and clarity for you?
It's that move from just knowing about something
to truly knowing it in a way that changes how you actually live day to day. Something to consider.